This is an abandoned school full of relics from the Soviet Union, located somewhere in Armenia, but it was not easy to get here. After driving for nearly 8 hours on roads that has almost ceased to exist, I finally got to the village where the school is located, and it was well worth it, because today I'll show you some of the most interesting things I've found while exploring. Join me on this exciting adventure.
Hello and welcome to an abandoned Soviet school here in Armenia. I don't think my face can show you truly how excited I am to show you this place, because this is by far the most remote, the most effort I put into going to an abandoned place. Now we're finally here. It's kind of surreal. But enough of me talking about the journey. Let's start exploring. We're finally here. Now, this is the main door in. I think that there is one down there as well, but I'm guessing that outside here is where the playground would have been. Probably have the classrooms here and probably the teachers' rooms here. I do need to tell you that I had a little sneak peek beforehand before I started recording, and I know that the room in front of us here now, it's a really cool room, so I'll spare that to the end. There is some sort of board with something. It's in Armenian, so I have really no clue what it's saying, but let's go in. So, as you can see, this place is also almost ready to fully collapse. And this would have been one of the classrooms. You see the old benches here. You even have like a speaker on the wall here, where they would play information over the intercom. So, I just used a bit of Google Translate on this board here, and apparently this is the school medals that people won. So this is apparently all of the people that won them, their names, and then this is the prize that they won. So just when you enter the school from the door in front of us now, you'll see the medals already when you enter. So you can be proud of the people that has been going to the school here, which is really cool. Now let's go further down. As you can see, this building is not in a good shape at all. So I need to be really careful here.
This school was one of the most renowned and prolific schools in the region. Nestled in a village sharing its name, drew students from across the entire nation. Over time, the village population experienced significant changes. In 1989, it was home to 349 people, but by now the number has dwindled to only 69 people.
The whole building is basically like moving when I'm walking, so it doesn't feel too safe, to be honest. And in here, probably another classroom. No, this was some sort of a gym. You can see the basketball hoop there. This is just falling apart completely. Some sort of a stage, a really small one. You know what I'll do? Let's go back. Let's check out that first, and then we'll go on the other door that I see, because this doesn't feel safe, to be honest. No, it's locked. Okay.
Established in 1901, the school began operation the following year. From 1902 to 1917, it educated approximately 400 children, earning a reputation for its superior educational standards. The school was so well known, in fact, that students from nearby villages would stay in a village during the week to concentrate on their schoolwork, only to return to their home on Sundays.
Wow, so this has been a school for over 100 years. 1901 to 2001. That means that in general, this school hasn't been abandoned for that long, actually. Could have been from the 90s or 80s, you know. Let's check out this room. It's just so beautiful with the mountains in the background. Another wall just crumbling away. This is just holding up by the rest of this wall. Not gonna be long until that collapses, I think. Just using Google Translate, it seems like this is the director's kind of place, which I think is the principal, and underneath is their name. Wow, you can even see here when the Soviet Union collapsed, I think they changed the sign from the Russian one to the one in Armenian, maybe. I don't know, I might be completely wrong. All right, and here we go. A room full with documents and stuff. What is this? Maybe this was for some special day at the school or something like that, I don't know. Now we just use Word or PowerPoint or Excel to make this kind of things, right? But back in the day, you know, you of course made it manually. Oh, this was for Christmas. Now it's actually January the 2nd when I'm recording this, so Christmas just happened. I'm a bit late for the show, I think. It's in Cyrillic, but it's, you know, written in like italic, yeah. So I can't read this, no. Some really beautiful paintings. I'm wondering if this is painted by someone in the village. This would have been from the kids, they would have been really, really talented. There's a clock here, or multiple clocks actually. Spirogyra. Oh, there's some test samples or something like that here. Yeah, there's multiple here. A really old photo. Maybe this was a class? I can teach you some Russian math. Oh, it even says like from the Soviet Union. 1988. This might be some really easy math for all I know, but the problem is that I really can't read Russian that well. Okay, so I was just looking through the books and all of a sudden I see this. Yeah, I don't think I can make it more obvious that this is a Soviet school. Yeah, I don't know what this book really is for. I have no clue actually. I honestly think like I might be the first person in like 20 years to look through this book. This place is just so remote that no one goes there. There's like loads of photos of people here. I don't know if I should blur this or not. Like, I can't even read it. So, I don't know what it says. Like, if you're formerly from the Soviet Union and had this book in your school, then please let me know what it is. I have no clue.
As time progressed, villagers moved away in search of better economic opportunities, leading to a decrease in school attendance. Towards its final years, the school had plummeted to just 6 students. The school closed its doors in 2010 after more than a century of service. This was the inevitable consequence of the absence of school-age children in the village. Now let's go into the next room on the side here. Now this room here reads biology. So let's go in and have a look. The quite famous biologist. Another book. You know, I really find the books are interesting because in Norway I'm not used to old Russian Soviet books. This might be some sort of container, not a book per se. Probably not able to see it quite well, but it's like the one where you take a leaf and you go ahead and just kind of cement it in time. I don't know how to say it in English. You know what I mean? I don't know if I should be touching this or if it's, well, it's probably fine. A doll here. Probably had a head at some point. How to make plants grow, I guess. Hey, you know, it's quite clear that I wouldn't be on the board of the best students here, that's for sure. Here's the periodic table in Russian. More body parts. Handsome looking person. It's really interesting how some of it is in Armenian and some of it is in Russian. There's even something written on the boards here still. Wow, now the sunset is coming. Initially, there were plans to shut down the school between 2007 and 2008, but the dedicated staff and principal fought to keep it open. Ultimately, the region's low birth rate and the declining village population made it impossible to sustain the school, leading to its inevitable closure. I wanted to keep on exploring for even longer. The kind farmer who let me in had to kick me out, which I totally understand. Hopefully, the old school can still be saved, and the beautiful architecture can live on for another century. But I'm guessing only time will tell. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to see more videos like this, then click on the video on the side, and don't forget to subscribe. See you next week for another exciting adventure.